And to me, it's nauseating. It's absolutely nauseating because
multiple mental health clinicians said that Derek had limited intellectual ability and was not capable of consenting.
Congratulations. Boom. Right? Change soccer in America forever.
Hella bugs out here. Jeez, bro, I keep caressing my leg, boy. I'm trying to get freaky out here.
We are step siblings and also husband and wife.
I can't do any of that stuff.
That's right. Yeah, in fact, soccer can crawl up my asshole and die for all I care.
And that's what the kids do, but I'm a little older. I like that shirt tucked in.
Who the hell told you that would not be seen on television?
Anal sex is the process of inserting a penis into the anus of another partner.
Oh, shit.
Well, hold on 1 second, Derek.
Hard as I try.
You're muted.
Oh, well, welcome to Straight Red Card. I'm trying to figure out how to watch this show, how to watch this game. And I think I'm going to have to watch it on VIX because this is on nothing. This is on Fubo, Max, T, and fuck T. For whatever reason, I don't get it on my Xfinity subscription at all. So I'm watching it on VIX currently, apparently.
Oh.
In Spanish. This is as weird as it's gotten for me watching a U.S. game. VIX. TNT I don't get. Max. What the fuck is Max? What's Max?
HBO. It's HBO.
Oh, why'd they change it to Max?
That's what they do. They change names.
Like Cinemax? That's what I think of when I think of Max. Cinemax.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of stupid name is that for a channel? At least I'm getting the game. I don't know how. I didn't know I had a subscription to. Of course, I have subscriptions to shit I have no clue I have subscriptions to. So there you go. Anyhow, welcome to everybody here for the game tonight. Bunch of guys on the field right now speaking Spanish and talking about the game. I have no idea what they're saying. But we do have the starting lineup. And I think.
Hold on. Let me pull it up. We were 100% spot on, Derek. Just so everybody knows.
It's scary. That's scary.
That's what we pointed out. It goes, it took us less time to mind meld with Poach than it did with Greg. I go, that just means Poach is a smart character.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, we just nailed it. We nailed every single position and every single fucking player.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible? I don't know. I'm still getting my voice back for those of you watching. I don't have my 100% voice yet. Still working on it. Blew it out this weekend singing crazy at Bloomington, Indiana at a music festival. I'm going to be drinking a beer here soon, getting off the vodka and Canada Dries.
I am too. I'm drinking Zombie Ice.
What is the ABV on that?
8.3 or 8.4, something like that.
You know, and I know we're going to get
8.5.
I know do we have like our setup that we did too with the team last night? I wish we did. Because we just nailed it. We just nailed it.
Yeah, I don't think I saved it. I can pull up our old show and pull it up, I guess.
Oh, that's true. You could go to the end of the show where we put it up.
We'll just keep talking for just a few seconds.
And and we'll get to the Casey Keller thing.
Yeah.
Right?
I was going to ask if you got to watch it.
Yeah, I watched him on with Seb. I watched him on ESPN FC. Apparently he was on ESPN FC twice.
I've got the ESPN FC with Ali and I forgot the chick's name.
But then he went on Seb's and continued to blow his, I don't know, he just lost his sort of mind, I guess. But this is what we had as the setup.
Can't really zoom in here, but yeah, so we had Scally, McKenzie, and Ream.
Mm-hmm.
Morris and Busio.
Yep.
Musa, Robinson. Then we had Aronson, Tillman, Sarge.
All right. There you go. You didn't even have to wait. We had it for you. That's nice when that happens.
Just guys, you just need to start listening to us. Let's see. Nope, we gotta go back a little further. This one show. And look at that. Last one, too.
We got the Turner right.
We even called Turner.
Unbelievable. So anyhow, we're going into this with what reasonably sounds like I mean people who thought that Tessman's going to replace Morris.
Yeah,
I just didn't see how that was going to happen based on what I think. Pochettino was pretty happy with both of those guys. So Edgar Castillo, hey Edgar, how are you? Hope you're great. I was watching a lot of Mexican media today, and they know it's our B team. And let me tell you, if we beat them, it's going to be D-Day for L3. Yeah, I know. I saw that on Seb's show. Seb and Herkirk wasn't there. They were talking about that with what's-his-face and Mexico fan. And yeah, he was like, yeah, everybody knows Pulisic's not going to be there. So this is going to be, by the way, if this is the Edgar Castillo, hey, good to hear from you, brother. I hope you're well. And, life is good.
I saw some tweets of people saying like, how is this going to be a B team? All they're missing out is Pulisic. I'm like,
Pulisic, McKennie, Adams, come on. The list, the list goes on. Please, Balogun.
You're ignoring everybody who didn't come to the camp. Dest,
Balogun. Come on, people. They certainly can't believe that. I mean, if they do, then they're living in their own dream world to make life acceptable for them. And that's what a lot of people do. They do. They make life acceptable for themselves when it comes to their own political choices and life choices. You'd rather choose to believe the absurd and live a comfortable life than actually stare truth in the face, because it's hard to change. Nobody wants to look in the mirror and go, oh man, I supported the baddies, or I was on the wrong side, or I didn't pay attention because I didn't want to pay attention because I like the nice little cush life I live.
I remember one of the streams where we talked about toxicity and all that. I remember wanting to make the thumbnail of I don't know what movie or what show this came from, but of like it had a German Yahtzee, and he goes, "Are we the bad guys?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Derek was like, "No, don't do that."
Yeah,
I thought it'd be funny, but I can see your point. Why?
Right. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to look in the mirror and go, maybe all the shit that I believed before. You think it was easy for me after being, anyhow.
Doghouse says, cool. The depth
is depthing.
BMR says maybe they forgot about Adams because he's never been healthy.
Could be. Good call. I mean,
yeah. So we're bouncing about 20 minutes until kickoff here. Let's go through the Casey Keller video.
Okay.
I got a couple of timestamps. Some of them are just gonna be quick one-offs here.
All right.
But this is when they brought Casey into the studio to talk about the Panama match and Poach's first game. Mm-hmm. And I like to dub this clip as Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I thought, by the way, before you started, I thought he was going to come in and say, like, yeah, it wasn't great, but, it'll get better. There's plenty of time. Then he got so pissed off about all the people being sent home, almost all of whom were injured, except for Pulisic. So I'm like, dude, who are you talking about? All those guys are injured, or they have a knock, or, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't get why you're farting all over the stage about this.
But we'll get into that. I've got those timestamps as well. But here's Debbie Downer.
I was really surprised. I think the first half of that match against Panama, I think the hedge fund guys were thinking, "Wow, can I get my money back?" It was slow.
I spent way too long going through this frame by frame trying to find a picture of him frowning so I can put like the little cry baby sad eyes on there and use that on Twitter today, but I decided against it.
It's the dude's first fucking game. What kind of miracles is he expecting? Holy crap. Where was all this critical commentary when Greg was the manager?
Yes, that's exactly what I said in the tweet too. It was like, dude, I understand the game was messy and stuff, but where was this cynicism when Greg was in charge? Oh, that's right. forgot you were best buds with Greg.
Oh, I forgot you're friends with Greg.
Yeah, you're friends. Even his criticism, whenever he was criticizing Greg, was like, it wasn't the best, but hey, buddy, maybe we try this next time instead of this is the worst outing I've ever seen of a U.S. men's national team. First 20 minutes was god awful. My U8s could probably play better than that. Dude, shut up.
With Greg, it was always, this didn't go well, and this is how he talks. This didn't go well, and that could have been better. But in the end of the day, we did win, or we tied the game, and we're going to go through. This is how he talks, and I think generally, I think we're being a little critical here, and that's I understand why we're being critical. Bullshit. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck off. I mean, this is the guy's first game as manager. He's had these guys for 2 minutes, and they're going off like fucking cum should have been shot all over the field during that game because of all the ecstasy and glee and jocularity that occurred on the field. No way that's happening first time out. There's absolutely no way that he can transform this team in one game. What a fucking ridiculous thing to even expect. And the only reason he can go off like this now is because it's not his best buddy, Greg, coaching the team anymore. So now he can be an asshole when he should have been an asshole for the last 4 or 5 years, but wasn't.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Keller.
Well, I don't know if you can hear my dog. He's got a second wind. He's just running around, jumping off couches. I can hear on.
Well, at least he's not humping anything.
No. We got these the dog's spasmatic. So we got this whatever these hemp treats for the dog.
Hemp?
Try to mellow it down.
Does it have THC in it?
I don't know what's in it. The wife bought it.
I mean, otherwise hemp it's harmless.
Sure. I don't know. The idea was that it's supposed to mellow the dog out, and it mellowed him out a bit, but he clearly has come back down.
Who did ABBA slander? Untouchables? I don't know. Waterloo. Little ABBA for you there. And Napoleon wrapped in it. All right. What else we got? Oh, yeah.
Here comes our substitutes. Yeah.
Okay. They get the goal. And then it was like, wait a minute. Did they sign Simeone or did they sign Pochettino? And then the team just kind of dropped back, did nothing. Panama, by far the better team for 20, 30 minutes of that second half, missed an absolute sitter, 86th minute, 87th minute to tie the game.
Derek, what happened after we scored the goal? Not immediately after, but pretty close to after. We made about 4 substitutes.
Yeah, we made a shit ton of subs in the 67th minute.
I mean, we scored the goal, and then we brought Poach in here to do all this amazing stuff, and now after the goal, he's not doing it. I'm like, he made a bunch of subs after the goal. Are you not recognizing there's context about everything? This is the problem I have with people who make arguments, especially on Twitter, is that they leave out the context.
Yeah, they do. And in this case, this is a lot like Casey Keller, who has a relationship with Greg, and he's enjoyed sucking Greg's dick now for 5 years. And now they've told him you can't suck Greg's dick anymore, even though you really liked it. Now you're going to have to suck this other guy's dick. And he's like, I don't want it. I don't want it in my mouth. I don't want it anywhere near my mouth. And he's immediately going off after one fucking game. Are we fucking serious here? Is this serious? I mean, I can't even believe how critical he is being after one game and 2 minutes with the team. This guy is being after a shit ton of fucking replacements in the 67th minute. Yeah, you're going to see some, there's going to be some confusion there when you throw on that many subs in the 60th. It's a friendly. That's what people do in friendlies. Throw in subs and give everybody a chance to play. Not everybody, but people you think you want to see because you don't know who the fuck you are. They are because you've never seen them play before for you. You've seen them for their club teams, maybe watch some tape, but you don't know who they are. You don't know how they're going to fit in your system. The only way to figure that out is to put them on the pitch, you dumb, bald asshole. God, what is wrong with this guy?
It gets worse here, Derek. He's going to go in and talk about his takeaways from the game in the end here. And tell me if this sounds familiar, just his description overall of this, of maybe something we've experienced. So
that sometimes it's nice to be lucky than to be good.
Sometimes it's nice to be lucky instead of be good. Well, I mean, we just had 5 years of Berhalter Bowl where we almost got kicked out of the First Nations League. We almost got shit canned out of this last Nations League. We almost got shit canned out of the first Gold Cup.
We barely beat Jamaica on an own goal.
Yeah, and the concept of sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good. That is basically the MO of what we played as for the most part for the last 5 years. Of course, there's some good games here and there. But like I said, there were at least 3 tournaments where we were so close to being ousted.
Yeah, and I didn't hear this complete outrage and disgust from Casey Keller back then because he had Greg's dick in his mouth, and it was hard for him to, say those things apparently. But now that it's a foreign coach,
Derek, the tenacity, the energy, the drive to succeed that caused us to come back against Jamaica and move on to the finals. Ooh-wee.
He had the fucking ball sack on ESPN FC later to say today, where was the new manager bounce? What? The new manager bounce? That doesn't always happen. Where are you? And he said, well, I didn't think the guys went out there and play hard enough. Okay, that's fine. Okay, if you think that. I mean, there were too many backwards passes. He was right on that too. I agree. But I do think that this is the kind of a criticism I haven't heard for 5 years from Casey Keller about Greg Berhalter. And he is hammering Pochettino right away. Yep. Just not even reserving. Not even like, okay, yeah, there's some things that weren't good. I didn't like the backwards passing.
We'll see how it works out moving forward.
Yeah, but, give this guy some time. He just got there. He's had him for 2 minutes. Let him find a way. And then he went I'm sure you got it. We're crazy on all the players going home.
Yep.
Almost all of whom are injured except for Pulisic.
Yep.
So I think basically he's just said the clubs are more important than the national team, not the way I would have started my tenure as the national team coach. I would have tried to get, the players. And, I hear so many reporters talk about, oh, we needed to hire this manager because we wasted this opportunity with players in this window and we could have done this. And then it's like, nah, that's okay. Go back to your club. I don't care.
That's not what he said. He said, this motherfucker's injured. That guy has a thigh strain. This guy's hurt. This guy has a knock. They're all going home. That's what he said. And guess where are you going to get the better treatment? Where are you going to get specific guys that are paid millions of dollars at a club to provide treatment for injured players? At your club, not at the national team. They don't have the facilities to do that at the national team. That's ridiculous. Yeah. So they're going to go back to the club to get the treatment they need. And as far as Pulisic goes, I mean, if there's one player we all already know all about, and so does Pochettino, it's Pulisic. Let's go see the other guys do something. Let's go see.
Yeah, that was the thing. I made this comment, I think it was to Frank on Twitter, and he was basically saying that he would have preferred Pulisic to have at least remained and stayed with the team. He doesn't have to necessarily play, etc.
That's fine. Yeah.
But and you can make that argument. That's fine. But it is like you don't want to set that precedence of a player above the team in that sense. I'm like, well, if there's one person that I don't have any concern with being above the team, or not taking the national team seriously, more or less, it's Pulisic. That's one person on the team I can absolutely say I don't have a concern with that.
I do not have any concern with Pulisic. He's been by far the best player on the U.S. men's national team. And, what he's basically trying to do is, and I think it's hard to interpret everything he says in the interviews, Pochettino, because I watched it today and I'm like, what is he actually saying here? What he's saying is it's important that he gets back and gets prepared early because they have Champions League coming up and they have big, weekend game coming up, and he's going to be playing a lot. There's really no point in risking him here. And there are a lot of other players I want to see. And this is what he wants to do. He wants to see other players. It would have been nice for Pulisic to stay there and cheer from the bench and be a leader off the bench. Sure, I guess that's possible. And that's fine if you want to believe that. If you thought, well, I'm not going to play him, but he needs to stay with the team, that's cool. But, if you're being a realist, you're like, no, he's not going to play. We're going to make him travel to Mexico for this. Let's get him back to his club, make sure he's completely healthy, which he left the last game healthy. Let's make sure that's the case as he heads back to AC Milan. We know Pulisic. We know what he can do. We know what his leadership skills are. We know how he performs. We know who he is as a person. If there's one player that we know a whole lot about, Mr. Pochettino, it's Christian Pulisic. Now, the other players you may not know as much about. Yeah. So, okay.
Well, I mean, as a guy who's, a pundit, a former player for the national team, you'd imagine that he'd have some sources, shedding some light on the situation of X, Y, and Z players being injured. But neither here nor there. Keller goes into talking about the culture that Poach is instilling within the team by letting these players go.
God.
And kind of, we keep talking about this. Pochettino's going to come in and set this culture. And the culture is, hey, I'd rather be at my club. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
What?
What? I'm sorry. What a little passive aggressive at the end of it type of thing. It's like not even passive aggressive, but it's just like almost childish.
No, it's what a pussy would do.
Mm-hmm. You went there thinking it, but I didn't want to go there quite.
I just this is just really unfathomable. This kind of criticism at this point, this early in the game, and I didn't really know how much the Greg firing and the Greg letting go hurt Casey Keller.
Yeah.
Now we're really finding out how much he considered himself Greg's bitch, like how much he was Greg's girlfriend on the side. And if I were Greg's wife, I'd start wondering, I'd be like, do they have like a side thing going? Because I've never seen Casey Keller this upset about anything, frankly. Anything.
Yeah.
So anyhow.
Here we go. This is when Casey Keller talks about this is all the Casey Keller show, by the way.
Oh, by the way,
you don't actually address anything else anybody else says because it's all normal.
Right. By the way, did you see Jedi's quotes today about Greg?
Yeah,
I sent it to you.
Yes, I did.
So, all right, Casey, you want to read those quotes about that team becoming soft? Jedi's basically said the team had become soft under Greg, and it needed a change. They weren't fighters anymore. That team he played with in the Copa, he said was soft. And so that's what you want, then fine. Now, I did not see a super soft team out there in that first game for Poach. I didn't. I saw too much back passing, and I'll agree with you. Like, there are things we could agree on, but the veracity at which you're going at Poach this early is just a little suspect, being that you had 5 years to hammer Greg, and all you did was suck his ball sack.
Yeah. As the game's getting they're about to walk out to do their national anthems. Hopefully we don't have a blunder like we did in the Panama match. I do want to cover
I do. I hope we do.
I think that'd be hysterical personally, but I do want to cover this. This is the expected result that Keller has for tonight's match.
Personally, to me, I think they need to get beat by 3 goals. And then maybe it's the wake-up call that maybe we need to take this a little more serious.
It's awfully toxic of him to want the USA to fail in a match to make a point.
Wow. He would have never said that. Never said that when Greg was manager.
Well, no, and I bring up the whole toxic aspect because there were plenty of people who were saying, I want to get grouped in Copa so we can get rid of Greg. Like, oh, that's toxic mentality. And to an extent, I want the USA to win all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him saying, I think we just need to beat 3-0. Send a message, take this shit serious. Okay.
I didn't really see a lack of seriousness in the last game. What am I missing, Brett?
The seriousness is the culture that Poach is putting out there, saying, "Oh yeah, you want to go home? Yeah, just go home. We're fine. We're fine. Right. We'll play this last match. We don't need you. Go ahead. Go.
I would recommend that Casey Keller pull his whole skull out of Greg's butthole and start seeing this for what it is, a new beginning, a new coach who's had 2 minutes to put this team together and still won against Panama, unlike what Greg could not win against Panama. So there you go. We won the game. It wasn't pretty. And we said that in our coverage. We said it wasn't pretty. And it wasn't. But we also said, kind of expected. He's had 2 minutes to do anything with this team yet. So let's just give him more time and see how it develops. I guess it's developing really good, or at least our mind meld with coaches, because we picked the fucking starting lineup on yesterday.
Yep. And obviously they're doing national anthems. This is the last thing I want to cover right here, because after saying that he hopes that we can lose 3-0, I think it clicked in his mind. He realized what he said, and he kind of does a little bit of a backtrack.
Okay.
Of course, I'd love to see the U.S. continue their dominance, but I'm worried that the tone that's being set is of not the intensity that Ollie was just talking about. It's like, yeah, fine, we'll be okay with these guys, and you go ahead, go back to your club. That's more important than
what. What about the tone of Greg? What about going to the zoo and taking the players to Gettysburg? What about we want to change the way Americans think about American soccer?
Yeah.
What about all that meaningless bullshit? What about Kumbaya? We all roast marshmallows together at the group leadership council at the campfire. That's all. What, we were going to forget that? Are we going to forget that now we have at least 7 players on fucking record saying the team's too soft, needed a new direction, and that Greg was not the answer? They didn't say that, but they basically said the team's soft. They need somebody to come in and kick him in the asshole. And, okay, I don't know, how do we define when we know when the team's been kicked in the asshole? But I didn't see a team that looked lackluster in that game against Panama. I didn't see that. I saw some unfortunate too many back passes from Aiden Morris. And, I hope that gets fixed tonight. I probably won't, because this is like our B.5 team at this point, B team. So
I think it's a solid to say B team, quite frankly.
Yeah, I got to go get my nose drop. My nose drops.
You'll pull out your Dremel, just shave it down a little bit.
I'm going to give myself a nose job. Yeah, right here. Let me get that, and then you can get what you need.
Sure.
All right.
Tip for 2 says Keller only eats chocolate north of the Rio Grande. Not sure what to think of that. Jose Lopez for $1. Thanks. We got the game. Gio says this is a C team, Brett. I don't know. I mean, I look at there are a couple players on here who are vying for A team spots. And then the rest are all depth.
Yeah.
No, that's the way I look at it. I mean, there are I think there was something along the lines of about 11 players that were injured, maybe including the ones that went home or whatever. As far as an A team is concerned, again, you imagine that the A team would be like the starting 11. And the B team would be more or less the second starting 11. Right?
Right.
You look at that?
Yeah.
It's pretty close to a B.
I think the guys that have potential to either be backups or being the starting 11 are Josh Sargent, Malik Tillman. That's a shot, with especially Yamusa, Scally.
I mean, Aaronson's been there for the last 5 years. So you have to consider he's viable. I'm not saying he would start.
I mean, if you get some injuries,
but
if you get some injuries,
and who knows how Poach is going to be handling this. So be right back.
All right. Well, as for goalkeeper, who that could be anybody at this point. Stefan went home with an injury as well. But anyhow, the whole Casey Keller thing is just so fucking weird. It's just weird. This guy had said a peep about Greg for 5 years. A peep. Nothing this even close to this critical. And now he goes off the deep end after one game where the guys had 2 minutes to coach the team. I mean, how fucking ridiculous can you possibly be? You couldn't be more ridiculous. The guy shouldn't have a fucking job at ESPN FC after that rant or whatever you want to call that bullshit that he did.
Jose Lopez says, don't forget about Busio.
I haven't.
Jose has been Team Busio from the beginning.
Turns out, Jose, this new Busio, since he finished Serie B and now playing in Serie A, it's just not a guy I recognize. He's playing so much better. I don't know who he is now compared to what he used to be. He used to be a guy like Mihailovic, when he played in Holland, who was just there along for the ride. And he used to play a lot like that for Kansas City. And then when he got to Venezia, he played a lot like, I'm just here to ride the train, not really here to do anything special. Well, they have Musa and Busio setting up in the middle together. Did we have that?
Busio and Musa in the middle? No, they fucked up. It's the wrong lineup.
Yeah, they got Aiden Morris playing right wing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're fucking idiots.
They that up, no. It's the same lineup as Saturday, except for Tillman's playing for Pulisic. That's the difference.
How do you fuck that up that bad? Is there nobody consulting the team at TDUN that tells them, no, Morris is not a right winger, and no, they're not playing a 4-2-3-1. They're most likely going to play something similar to last time. I mean, does anyone consult these people when they put these stupid fucking starting 11s up and go, dude, no, Morris isn't playing right winger in a 4-2-3-1. That's not happening. Morris is playing next to fucking who he played with last time, Busio.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. And Musa's going to play the same role he played last game. You fucking idiot. Why did you make this chart? Did you not do any research at all before this game?
Watch our show. We had it, guys. We had it. Picata says it's a nice looking stadium. Will be a great venue for 2026. That was the first thing I said to myself when they started showing the stadium just now. I was like, wow, that's a really nice fucking stadium.
Estadio Akron, Zappo. I can't read that. I took it off the screen before I could.
What do you have, Derek?
All right. They're not.
Seconds.
All right. They just kicked off. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not kicked off yet? 6.
I said I'm 10 seconds in, Derek.
Oh, so where are you at? I'm at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hey, we're about the same for once. So
no, Derek, I paused for 14 seconds.
Oh, excuse me. And it wasn't just a second, it was a fucking second. My bad.
No. I paused for 14 seconds.
Oh, well, fucking A, dude. That's a lot of seconds.
Yeah, I was that far ahead of you.
Wow.
Edgar Castillo for $5 says, brother, no, TBN doesn't leave Liam Exy. They do no research. It's borderline arrogance.
Is this the real Edgar Castillo? The soccer player?
No, I doubt it. But
I doubt it.
But I think he's just good listening to the same name.
Why are you're kind of like sound distant. Is your mic working?
Yeah, I'm just sitting away from my mic.
Oh, okay.
That's test 1, 2.
Yeah, better.
I'll scooch it a little forward.
Because it's having like this air thing going where it's like a flag's fluttering while you talk.
Uncanny. The wife just texted me, said, make me another drink. And I'm like, waited up until kickoff. So,
now your mic's still doing your mic's still cutting in and out and doing weird shit.
I'm not talking in the direction of the mic. That's the problem.
Okay.
Now I'm talking in front of the mic.
Okay.
My mic is very me looking straight forward at it to make it to be good. What mic is that? Speaking to the mic doesn't get all the sound around it. Is that a shotgun mic or something like that?
I don't know. What you really want is like a compressed mic. That's what I have, which is nice.
This is the Yeti. I mean, it's a blue. The blue. I mean, it's a lot. It's the mic a lot of streamers use. The thing is that they're usually looking straight into the microphone when talking.
Ah, yeah. All right, 0-0. We're 2:15 in, 2:16, 17, 18, 19, 2:20, 2:21. If you want to sync with us, 2:22. I'm watching on TDUN. You are watching on what?
HBO.
HBO.
Or Max, my bad.
Okay. Well, fuck.
Edgar Castillo says no, but he's what made me a U.S. men's national team fan growing up.
Amen. Good to hear that, my brother. All right. So, we got playing far up the left again. It is Jedi. He makes a cross. No one on the end of it there, but still a great opening, aggressive move. This will make Casey Keller happy for at least the first 3 minutes. Tillman taking the corner. There's no one else. I guess Aronson could take it.
Derek, I'm going to be testing my mic settings here. 1 second. All right, test 1 2.
That's really weird. Yeah, some weird shit's going on there.
Is it better? Is it better?
Some weird shit was still cutting in and out. Let's see, mic test these 1 2. Oh, now it's really bad. Yeah, you're not even coming through. Mic testies 1 2 3. 3. Testes 1 2 3. All right, we'll see if Brett can get that back. In the meantime, nice layoff by Aronson out wide to Jedi. Out wide.
1 2.
That was better.
Better. Okay.
It's almost sounded like a wire issue earlier.
I unplugged my mic and just plugged it back in.
Yeah, there we go. Now
I blame my son because he moves shit around when he starts playing on my Xbox.
You need to start spanking that kid. All right, for touching your shit. You touch my shit, spank. You get the spanky.
Ouch.
Yeah, ounce clip to the ankle. What's that, Tillman down there?
Yeah.
All right, he looks fine.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast yesterday. I know I told you, Derek. When Jackson came up to me when I was eating dinner last night, he goes, "Dad, I was downstairs playing FIFA, and I was just pressing A bunch of times to see the menus along, and all of a sudden it said, 'Congratulations, you got FIFA points.'" And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! How much money did you just spend?"
Yeah,
and fortunately, it was like $5 or $6.
Thank God.
Still, Rick and FIFA points, waste of money.
Yep, exactly. All right, so Jedi back to Reem back to Jedi working it on the wing. Yeah, oh boy.
But he was also held there for half a second, which is enough.
There's still something not altogether right with your mic. It's
No,
very.
You should have told me this before we started the actual live stream.
No, it was normal before. Absolutely normal.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like it's sharp as fuck. Yeah. Anyhow.
Test 1 2.
Yeah, it's not the usual warmth of your mic. Your mic usually sounds really great. It's sounding rather trebly. All right, all the way back to Turner. What? What are you in third?
I made a bad dad joke.
You in third grade. All right, Reem back over to who is playing out there?
Oh, where? Scally?
Is that
Scally's 22.
Is it McKenzie and Reem? No, McKenzie went home, right?
No, McKinney went home. McKenzie's still there. It's McKenzie, Reem, and Scally.
He is starting, right?
Yes.
Okay. That looked like Trusty for some reason to me. I'm like, Trusty? But it was just a bad camera angle. All right, it's getting a little, tacky.
You know what? No. It's Miles Robinson.
It is Miles Robinson.
Something must have happened to McKenzie.
Okay. Now your mic's great. What the fuck's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to fuck with anything then.
Now it's working just fine. All right, folks.
That's weird that McKenzie. We called McKenzie. He was on the starting lineup, so he must have got a knock somewhere.
It says Miles replaced McKenzie last minute. Okay. That's interesting. That's got to be. I mean, if you're
the big question to you, Derek, with Scally, Robinson, and Ream, who would you play in the center of those three?
Probably going to still play Robinson for his recovery efforts.
Fair enough. That way he can cover both of them. That makes sense.
Yep, he can cover both sides with the speed. All right, Busio working it through the middle. Tillman back to Miles. Miles, it's getting
that was
blocked.
a nice ball, Scally. Oh, come on, Busio, do better with that.
Oh, bad first touch. Yep, you still are about a second ahead of me. Mexico shoots. That was nothing. Flubber. Turner distributes. Whoa, into traffic.
Alex Martinez says, I thought you all said Miles sucked. I think he's only in because of the injury, so.
I'm not sure I said he sucked. I just said he's just probably not good enough for the national team.
I'll flat out say, I mean, came back from injury. I'm not sure if he's necessarily as speedy and as quality as he was once.
Yeah. Since the injury, he has not really been the same player. But, I don't watch every game he plays in MLS. So what do I know? Look at Busio getting hacked down. Yeah. That was nasty. They knew they had to foul. This is some good early stuff from Busio, although I would like to see him get that one touch earlier on the good pass, what I thought was good. It was a little ahead of him, but, it was doable.
Placata says Miles used to be good.
He certainly was pretty good.
He definitely lost a step or two after his injury.
At one point, I definitely thought.
Oh, my God, Scally. So I saw somebody in the chat randomly say, here you go. Scally with this face. That was about a minute ago. So Tax Brazilian Ghost is clearly live while we're not this. So.
So, yeah, at one point I thought that Miles could have played just like Trusty or anybody else in the English Championship. I think that would have been a good place for him to start. But he chose to come back to MLS. So there it is. Yeah, Musa playing right wing back as predicted. Jedi left wing back. Basically everything we said was going to happen is happening. Setup wise. Your mic went back to being shit again.
I haven't said anything.
No, when you did earlier, it went back to being shit.
Literally said no words whatsoever.
I maybe it's just on my end. Anybody else hearing?
No. I mean, somebody that earlier said that my mic sucked.
Yeah, it's not your usual. That's for sure. It's got no warmth whatsoever. It's like listening to somebody get poked by a large needle. It's really sharp. All right. Ream with a good clearance. Ooh, Busio got up there pretty high for a small guy. And the clearance now is that Aronson. Yep. Aronson gets. Oh.
And you call that on? Are you serious?
Aronson got hacked. What the hell? No call. Do you want to unplug your mic and
Derek, do you see my hat?
You're gone.
Hi, how you doing? I'm unplugging my mic. Give me a second.
Yeah, now do whatever you got to do. Check the settings too. Your son might have fucked with that too. All right, we're getting pressure quite a bit here. That goes over the goal for Mexico, and it will be a goal kick. So far, Mexico applying some pressure here. We haven't done much, but good clearance from, not a great clearance, actually, from Jedi. Went straight to the Mexico player. Yeah, I'm not sure. You usually clear that off to the side more. If you can flick it to the side, you do that. You do not head that ball back into the box to be screwed around with by the opponent.
Test 1, 2.
So far, so good.
Okay.
Testing. Testies.
I love that they're like, I was silent for 30 seconds. You're like, Oh, your mic's fucked up again. I'm like, I didn't say a goddamn word.
You are a little loud too. I think so. Someone's been fucking with your mic. That's all I'm saying. You're a little loud. Not much. Maybe about like 10%.
I'm checking my gain right now. Check. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
Mike, check it.
Hello. Syllabus.
Sounds good.
All right, no more fucking with it.
Mm-hmm. You're a little louder than usual, but that's fine.
We got to compete with you, Derek.
I don't know. All right. Miles gets it back to Turner. Turner just boots that shit up the field to Sargent, who gets it back to Busio. Busio distributes out wide to Musa. He's got nobody to really distribute to, so we're back to passing it around the back. Ream out wide left, looking for something long, and there it goes. He goes long.
Where's Pulisic? Where's Pulisic? Play to him.
Yeah, no Pulisic, unfortunately. Is that a corner for us? I thought maybe we won a corner. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So good play by Jedi to at least get a corner off of that.
It's nice to see Ream actually playing long balls again.
At his age, he should be playing long balls. They're sagging. But, yeah, that is nice to see. I agree.
All right. Yellow card. That's a tripping hazard, Ream.
Tillman taking the set pieces, obviously. I believe that's Tillman. I can't tell.
Near post bull crap. Stop that.
Stop the near post shit. It doesn't work. Clipped in.
Jedi. Oh, rip the shot.
Rip. No. Okay. Tillman.
Ream, I know you're not a striker and all, but man, take that shot.
Robinson, the last man back.
What do we need to do?
Musa's got it out wide on the wing. Gets it back to Busio. Busio's going to look around here. Get it to Morris. Morris is supposed to be the field general on this team. He'll just kick it backwards. Well, okay. Sometimes you have to do that, I guess. Scally out back to Busio. Back to Scally. Scally moves forward looking for somebody. They're giving a lot of space. Chips it into Sargent.
Oh, that took a bounce.
Yep. Sargent. It bounces over to Tillman. Tillman advances, gets a little clipped, gets the ball lost underneath him. Now he gets tackled.
I think clearly a foul somewhere in there.
Ends up to Musa out wide. Aronson shows up for support. Aronson doing little dribbles. Back to Musa. Back to Aronson. All right. Just little triangle passes here. All right. Back to Aronson. Back to Aiden Morris. All the way back. That was not necessary, but okay. Trusty. To Ream. And that was a bad pass, but
that was a heavy pass.
By Miles, to Ream.
Oh.
Yeah. But now.
Lord.
Aronson, what? Aronson,
pull it back, man.
Can you pause for another quarter second? You're about a quarter second ahead of me.
All right, 55, 56,
perfect.
57.
Perfect. You're dead on. You are dead on.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right, thanks.
That was such a heavy ball, man.
Thanks to all of you, all 255 of you here already tonight. We appreciate you showing up and watching the game with us. Makes it more fun for us, at least.
Same team, Barba. Come on. Morris and Busio both going for the same ball and lost it.
Yep. Mexico with possession. They're going to set things up here. I don't think they're going to go any sort of quick movement here. They're going to try to retain possession and sort of kick it around the horn here and see if there are any openings. Nope. They go for center penetration. Nope. Back. Okay. All right. Yeah. They're just going to do a slow progression here. They're in no rush. This is usual Mexico. This is not a surprise. They're not a counter team. They're a possession team when they play against us, especially. And that is almost lost. But some good tiki-taka gets them back to possession. And now they are looking like they're playing a back three as well, honestly. Okay, some penetrating passes there, but
All
now
Morris.
They're in their final third. Took a shot, blocked by Busio. Clip it back out wide. Okay. Center back has it. Trying to figure out what to do it for Mexico. And they're just going to reset. All right. Yeah. Kind of standard shit here.
Long ball. Come on, Turner.
Turner's got it. No problem. Going to roll it out again immediately. And it was a risky roll. Very risky roll. I think that's Aiden Morris down. And
yeah.
That was a super.
Aiden just took it from behind.
What was that, Brett, by Turner? Now he can't even roll the ball out in a competent fashion?
Well, I mean, yeah, he definitely put Morris in a bad position.
Yeah, I mean, somebody says, Alex says Morris bad turnover. That was a shitty roll. It was way too far in front of Aiden Morris. Way too far.
Already making a sub. I'm guessing this must have been playing sub for his last game. Show off.
So, Colin, this is one of the reasons. This is one of the examples I want to point out to you. Pochettino sucks. Can you get that one?
Oh, yeah, one sec.
Pochettino sucks. All Reed soccer fans.
I think it's real. I think it's supposed to be real.
He's an idiot. That's such a demonstrative statement. Like, there's no wiggle room there. Do you understand how people might read that and think there's no wiggle room in that argument? Right? Like, okay, either we agree with you or we don't. And if we don't, then we're done. We're not a real soccer fan. See how that puts people in an uncompromised situation when talking to you? That's a bullshit thing to post, dude. All right.
I mean, his post would have been perfectly fine if you just left off all real soccer fans know this.
It's not, you can say, yeah, it's not necessary. You can allowed to have your opinion, but then saying nobody else is a real soccer fan if they don't agree with you.
Turner, come on up.
That's where it goes all wrong. Anyhow. Yeah, it's getting a little sticky. You're trying to play out of the back, and that's a good boot, but it's to the wrong place of the field, right down the middle.
He had very little opportunity to do anything else. Arrgh.
I mean, really?
I don't necessarily put that. I mean, he could have just hoofed it up, I guess.
He could have hoofed it like further
out
up.
of bounds, even. I guess
out of bounds. Out of bounds, right? Out of bounds, left.
Yeah, I guess playing directly across the center probably wasn't the best option.
So we just fouled somebody. I guess Guardado came out because he's injured, but he seems really happy about it. He's hugging all these dudes.
No, this is his playoff game. Like he's playing. This is his final match of his career.
Oh, so he got like 20 minutes and they yanked him?
Yeah.
All right.
The thing we didn't do for Donovan.
Oh, well, we did something for Donovan at the very end, remember?
There's somebody that didn't get their playout game, though. Who was it?
No, Dempsey.
I don't know.
McBride. All right. Well, they got a penalty kick. I think it's Jimenez is the one that's standing over it, the big dude. Is he going to take this thing? Crazy. Yeah, I guess it does look like he's going to take it. And he hammers it, and it's a goal. No.
I mean.
Yes, it is. I mean, listen, I'm a Fulham fan. This guy's been playing out his mind for Fulham lately. So I'm happy for him as a Fulham fan, but I'm really disappointed as a USA fan.
Yeah, I know we're way behind. We have to kind of play with whoever's the first, between me and Derek, whoever's the furthest behind, we kind of have to play at that point. And it's not that Derek's feed isn't live. It is live. It's just every streaming service has their own timing. So watching it live on cable, you're going to get a different time frame than if you were to say watch it on HBO or on QND on TVN. It was a good job,
dude. Your mic is back to being total dog shit. Sucks. I don't know what's going on. If you want to like drop out and come back in or something, maybe that's
I'll try. I'll give that a whirl.
Because it's just bad. What the hell is going on over there? Anyhow, Brett will be back. His mic is, it's like there's semen all over it or something. Sounds horrible. All right, so now we're down 1-0 on what was an amazing penalty kick by Jimenez. That's just a great kick.
All right, testing now.
Wow, that's a very big improvement.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's major. Now, if it goes to shit again, I'll tell you, but right now it sounds great.
Right on.
Yeah, it sounded like you had the wind blowing behind you. Or as I said while you were gone, there was a lot of semen or seminal fluid on the mic. You know, that night you forgot to move it.
I can only clean this thing so much.
The night you forgot to move it. After too many hours of Pornhub.
I mean, I gotta fill the content for OnlyFans, so
I know. Yeah. You and Gucci third leg. All right. Yeah, it's not looking great right now, folks. This Mexico team does not seem to be at all intimidated by us. Without Pulisic, without Reyna, without Dest, without McKennie, without Adams, they're not bothered by this team they're playing right now. They're really not. They don't feel threatened. They're doing the things they want to do. We're not really dictating things. Obviously, it's in Mexico. That does make somewhat of a difference. But right now, down 1-0 in the 24th minute. Poch, I'm sure he's rubbing his chin.
The announcer just said, Pochettino trailing for the first time. It's his second fucking game. I mean,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Bound to happen, guys. Come on.
Do you got like a fan going in your room or something? Like a breeze coming through? I don't know. Here's the sound that happens. That's the sound that happens.
That's the sound that's happening right now?
Not right now, but it seemed like it did just a second ago. But now I'm paranoid. Man, that's a little Black Sabbath for you. Man, all right. Right now we are in the 24th minute. Actually, just going towards the 25th. 25:01, 25:02, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to sync up with us. If you don't want to sync up with us, you're just going to be way ahead of us. It's fine. If you don't want to do that, you can pause it.
It's bad.
Oh, all right. We got out of that jam. Ream out wide to Jedi. Jedi probing, losing the possession, and then losing more as Mexico advances and does the cross. Nothing there. I would say generally right now, things are not going our way. They're not going our way. Oh, now the ref is running towards the sideline.
Carding Poach?
Is Poach getting a card?
Nope. Mexican coach.
Oh, Mexico coach, you get a yellow for you. I don't know what he was complaining about. Things are going well for Mexico. What would he be bitching about? Exactly. I don't even know.
Alex Martinez says that he was saying son of a bitch to the ref.
Oh.
That might have been after the yellow card, though.
Robinson just clears it off to the sidelines. This is not good, folks. This is not good. Mexico dominating the possession right now. They've had us stuck back in our own end most of this game.
So the last 10 minutes especially have been favoring them. I mean, there's been some back and forth in the midfield earlier on, but blow the fucking whistle, man.
Yeah.
The third time Aaronson's just been clobbered, man.
You might need to buy a new mic, Brett.
You need to buy a new ear.
No, I'm saying this honestly, not to be a dick. Trust me. I think the mic's fucked. It's got it sounds like it's got water in it. Or seminal fluid, either one of the two. And it's fine. It works for like 10 minutes and it goes right back to doing the same shit. Oh, Jimenez with almost another.
We'll go with this setting, see if this fixes the issue.
Yeah, fuck with the settings a little. We got nothing to lose. I mean, it can't get worse.
Yeah. Tempting fate there, Derek.
That fixed it, says Al Weinstein. Whatever you just did. I don't know what you did.
Changed from one Yeti setting to another Yeti setting. Like the one was called communications, one was called microphone.
Yeah, this sounds way better. You're loud. You're loud as fuck, but you're
loud as fuck. I'll turn the volume down here.
I'm pretty much normal.
All right, turning down the mic volume. Is that better?
No, don't go down that far.
All right, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so close on that too. Turn almost at it.
All right, for the 270 in here right now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with grandma, or reach over and tap your stepsister's thigh and say, baby, I really love you. I know the family doesn't understand.
I agree with two more here. Our midfield is just not in the game yet.
I do agree with that, but there's been more problems than that. All right, we got, oh boy, Aronson goes down again, but really that time he got pushed over.
But I mean, this is like the fourth time too.
Scally looked at him though and scowled at him and said, like, what the fuck, dude? Why don't you pass it back to me? Got no call on it either. That's the problem with Aronson right now, still, even with leads.
Let the Brendan hit the floor. Let the Brendan hit the floor. Let the Brendan hit the floor.
More Dark Brendan necessary. You know you're going to get pummeled from behind, and you think you're going to get that call. You just don't get it enough. Whether you deserve it or not, a lot of refs are calling that. You tried to hold the ball. They chested you in the back, and you fell over. Way too easy. Ooh, somebody got nibbled.
Scally did.
Now that's the way to fucking fall down on the ground and get a foul. Mexican coach helping Scally off the ground. That's very nice of him. Oh, yeah. Yep. That was right into the fucking ankle.
It was a late clobbering, yeah.
Right into the ankle. Do you see this now? They got a Big Mac, but instead of burgers, it's chicken?
No.
Chicken patties? Yeah. I don't know what they're calling it, though.
Going for the shot there. Oh, geez, follow up, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Now,
you dropped that shit.
It's a little too close to the keeper there.
I know, but the keeper ended up dropping it down to the ground. I mean, at that point, you got to follow up. Apply pressure. Do something.
It's funny how much our audio standards have changed if you go back to our big soccer shows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was playing with the ham radio, so that microphone was like just like a long tube, like the cheapo microphones you can purchase.
Yeah.
Musa, move to the fucking ball.
Yeah, shit. It's back to being shit again, Brett. God damn it. It's not horrible. It's just not like how nice you were sounding about 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, or whatever it was when you fixed it. All right, back inside. All right, this is getting ugly here. We got to do something here soon because we're getting outplayed. Outplayed. Yeah. Here comes Mexico. Dominating possession. United States is a really hard time. I think we said Sargent's name one time tonight.
Yeah.
This is a nice little dipper in behind Jedi. Comes out to defend. Gives up a corner, but I mean, it's about what you could expect. Seeing a lot of Americans coming off the bench, warming up. So we are 32 minutes into this.
I'm not saying it's on your end, Derek. I'm just saying Logan says he thinks it might be on your end.
Really?
Alex says he can hear me fine.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. I'll pay you later.
All right. Well, if it's working for them, then fuck me. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody can hear Brett just fine. All right. Good. So it's just something going on between Brett and I and the connection on StreamYard.
Kids had their doctor's appointment today. They had some vaccines and everything. Charlie had her 6-year-old vaccines. So they weren't excited about getting the shots and everything. So I'm telling them, hey, here's the tricks of the trade when getting a shot. Find something on the wall, focus on that. Don't look at the shot going in. You'll feel a little pinch will be over.
Right.
And this is the first time they never had a problem. They didn't have a problem with it. Like, it didn't affect them.
That's good. Yeah. Those don't really hurt that bad.
No, they're the little tiny needles. I mean, a mosquito probably hurts more than that.
A mosquito, my libido. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the doctor signed up, prescribed a nice antibiotic for the kids to get rid of that chest cold they've got going on.
Everybody's got that.
Morris, you fucking moron.
Oh boy. Oh, he hacks the dude. Was it good enough? Shot does come off, but
it's one of those things though, like that. Wow. Okay. I think that's a little harsh, but I think the play that Morris did where he played it off the guy and then put his hands in the air would be called like half the time back. But still.
That's not a yellow card.
No, it was definitely not a yellow card.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. But now you're thinking, okay, halftime, maybe I got to bring Testament in. Don't need another yellow on Morris. And his job is a big chunk of it defensive.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's compromised with a yellow. But that's not a yellow. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Who Morris says, Gold Cup Morris is back. That's the Morris we don't want.
Morris mid. Gold Cup Morris's bike. I don't know what that means.
Up until recent Morris performances, man, Morris just never really impressed me for the Nats. But I mean, the last couple windows, okay, he's been pretty good. But
that's a pretty vaginal yellow.
It was soft as shit, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to have that woman ref back. She wouldn't have blown that call.
Yeah, I know. God damn!
Oh my God!
Fucking pass, man.
Turner got a hand on that, by the way.
Hold on, where the fuck are you at?
They're playing the replay.
Okay, what time are you at? Let me rephrase that.
35-29, 35-30,
okay.
30-31.
They must have showed a replay on your stream because they were not showing a replay on mine.
Totally different broadcast, yeah.
Yeah.
TDUN, they get to do their own.
I thought somehow I may have jumped ahead or something. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Pete Morton says Morris got some slow feet. The funny thing is, I mean, Larry's the first one that'll sit there and call out Morris being a slow character.
He's not fast. There's no doubt about that. He is not fast. Morris is not a quick person. It is one of his weaknesses.
Mexico's smelling blood in the water right now.
Yeah, they are. They're over the top. But they are. And with Raul Jimenez being as hot as he is right now, look out.
It wasn't a bad shot.
I mean, he's been hot for my boys in Fulham. He's even trying these side swipe kicks now. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Necessarily call that a bicycle. I mean, they're announcing trying a bicycle, man.
I call that
kick, maybe.
I call that a sidewinder.
Such a huge disconnect between our attackers and our defenders this one. Our midfield is just non-existent.
Yep, we're getting our asses kicked right now, folks. There's no way other to put it. we are getting our asses handed to us on a plate. And this is quite ugly to watch. We got nothing going forward. It's bad. It's really bad right now. It's been bad for about 24 or 27 of the 37 minutes so far. It's been bad.
Definitely not a good half.
This is ugly, people. We're getting our asses kicked old school Mexico way. Before the Docero era. This is just not good. We need some new life in here at halftime, I think. I can think maybe Haji. I'm thinking, I don't know, Testman's the answer, but something's got to give here. Definitely Haji's got to get in there. And I mean, the fact that Sargent, I'd like to see the numbers. I think he's touched the ball twice.
I don't even know if that's the case. I think they're all 50-50s too. Yeah. This has been pathetic. Pathetic. Yeah. Horrible. Gross. Disgusting. Unacceptable. Yeah. Is this the C team or the B minus team?
Definitely a C mentality team. God, Lord Aronson. All right, Aronson needs to get brought up first.
Yeah, he's playing like a real half-wit.
This is Union Berlin Aronson we're seeing here.
Yeah, early Union Berlin, not the last 7 games
Fucking
of the
Garbo.
season. Total garbage. Scally was even getting on his ass earlier. Don't see that often. Scally's like, one time it, bitch. He didn't say bitch, I don't think, but he did say one time it. What are you doing? One time it. You could read his lips. Reem starting to try to get the troops back up to speed. Who's the captain tonight?
Reem.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Reem needs to ream some fuckers because they're playing like garbage. Hot garbage.
Is so fucking nice. Does he ream him that way? They need to be.
Wow. Mexico just befuddling us, just dribbling circles around us right now. We have no capability of winning possession, no capability of pressing to take the ball away, no counterattack, none, no counter, none. You're not going to see anybody do it. Reyna do what Reyna did and dribble through half the Mexican team. We don't have anybody that can do that. So this is looking bad. B-A-D, stinker bad. This is bad. And I don't know how this is going to change. Look, he tried a, what's that called? Where you kick it with the opposite foot around your other back foot. Palenka. Jimenez tried a Palenka on that cross.
There you go. It's right there.
Urbona, thank you. I'm making up words. He did a, whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
He did a diddly do there. Did you see that, Brett? He did a diddly do.
Oh my goodness.
He did a Hizzlewurzer. Did you see that, Brett? He did a Hizzlewurzer. I can't believe that. Nobody does a Hizzlewurzer in that situation. Thank you for the Rabona. I forgot the word. Happens to me all the time. So they're mapping out how the U.S. is playing defense. I can tell you one thing. There is no hope for a counter anytime soon because it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We're not set up to counter. And this is just really some of the worst fucking soccer I've seen U.S. men's team play since Berhalter.
Derek Jackety's bailing you out here.
Panenka is the PK where you chip it. That's right. It is. I do like some of my words I made up, though. He did a Splanka do.
No, so who's announcing there, but they're like, yeah, U.S. is playing well, pressuring and everything like that up until he scored the goal. I'm like, no, it was shit before the goal happened.
No, it was crap.
Oh my God, Morris!
Oh my God, more fucking Morris failure. Oh, this is so bad to watch. We're getting our asses so whooped physically, mentally.
Aronson is just getting bumfucked, man.
This is just weak ass shit, guys. You guys are playing like a bunch of fucking midgets against goddamn giants.
So I want to be able to play like that scene from The Replacements where Gene Hackman's like, we need heart. And, you know, Falco comes in at halftime and all of a sudden turns it around.
That is one of the worst movies.
Pochettino, we want heart. And Leonard Maloney takes off running from Germany all the way to fucking Mexico and gets there at halftime.
We do need some balls, and Leonard Maloney would certainly provide that.
Now I'll flat out say this: Replacements, as cheesy as it is not a crap movie.
There are no balls on this team. Name me one guy on this team you're like, that guy's got a pair. That guy's got a pair. Like Ream had like a half a pair, right? But now he's old. Sargent's playing like you can't blame it. He's hardly touched the fucking ball. We haven't had any possession whatsoever. This has got to be what, 70-30 at this point?
It's something stupid like that, yeah.
70-30. 64, 65, 35. It's got to be absurd, something like that. We'll find out at halftime. But this is like men versus boys. It really is. Now we did a mini press, but look at that. Trying to break the press. They go up long and almost work for him. Almost. Turner fiddle fucking around with his feet. Almost fucks up that pass to Ream. Out to Jedi with nobody, who blasts it into Tillman, who calmly takes it down. But is he going to get away with this? He gets fouled. Okay.
Derek, current ball possession is 58% to Mexico to 42 us.
So 60-40. Yep. Oh,
I can't help but think that's wrong, though.
Yeah, that seems...
Total shots so far, 12 by Mexico, 3 on target. Total shots for the U.S., 0.
Failure alert. Failure.
Yeah.
Boy, this is bad. What the fuck, Jedi? You just chipped that aimlessly forward? What the fuck? Good step up by Scally, but now he's going to be exposed. He's too far up the field.
He's back.
He's back now, but damn, that could have been a counter. Mexico, this is like watching 1986 Mexico against the United States. This is pathetic. Pathetic. Bad. We're down 1-0. That's fucking the halftime whistle. That was egregious. That was horrible.
Right there. Thank goodness.
That was some serious, like, you walked into the worst whorehouse in fucking Nevada. That's what that is. And all the fucking girls have either gonorrhea or some form of herpes.
He says no additional time, LOL. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We needed that half to end so we can get it into the locker room. And Poach needs to go back to the fucking drawing board with this squad because, as we mentioned, Aronson's out of his depth at this point. He's just getting tossed around by Mexico. That's all I can say about that. Morris says yellow, and he's not been doing great at all.
God, I remember
Aaron pass after Aaron pass.
I remember back in the old days when we used to throw a bunch of college kids out there against Mexico, and they would look better than this. Just playing balls out with heart and soul.
Yeah, heart. So I said. Maybe we go back and find where's it at. Here we go. The sampler says might as well let some MLS Next Pro and USL guys have a stab at it.
Yeah, if this is how these guys are going to play, this is pathetic. By the way, for the 300 of you here watching along with us, we do appreciate it. We understand that you're probably upset just like we are and not enjoying this so far. I get it, but we can all laugh together that Tuchel has been named the new English manager. This is fucking hilarious.
The positive here is that he's not going to be Milan's new coach. So
thank God.
Huzzah.
So, hey, England, enjoying that Tuchel shit. enjoy that. That's going to be a pleasure to watch as he plays, some of the best players on the team at right wing back, instead of, where they probably should be playing. Like, there's no doubt that England team has talent, dude. They just need the right manager. And I don't think Tuchel's the guy. Tuchel's stubborn as hell. He's really a stubborn guy. And even if he's losing, he really won't. He'll change the players, but he won't change the play and the management. Think how dumb Pochettino is. All he has to do was play Tessman and Musa behind. I missed it. All right. Anyhow,
behind Morris. So hold on, Colin, are you saying you want Morris higher up the pitch? Or behind, being that Morris is behind him in depth? That could be what he's saying.
I don't know.
Morris is back to the Morris I've always said he was. I mean, he's obviously last window in Saturday's game. He's different. But prior to that, it was just like, I don't see it, guys. Everybody's hyping this kid up. I don't see it. He's broke it to me at this point.
Aronson getting bullied out there. Yes, Bees. Yes, he is. He's flopping like a fish out there. Flopping like a fish.
I mean, half of those were legit hits. I mean, like fouls. I mean, 90% of the refs out there would have called him, but he's not calling them, and is. Poach is going to have to do something different. He's going to have to take him out because he's a hindrance at this point. If the ref's not going to call it for Brendan, and he keeps getting hit and going down, then we need to substitute him out. Morris
is playing like prior to what's his face at Columbus manager. Who's the Columbus manager again? I just forgot his Nancy. He's playing like the Morris pre-Nancy. Like, I thought he had learned a lot from Nancy, and then when he got to Middlesbrough, it really showed. He was playing really good at Middlesbrough. Really good. Yeah, field general type of shit. This is broken ass shit. Now, it's not just him. He's really got nobody to release the ball to half the time. So he's panicking. He's got no one to go to. No one's open. So he's panicking. And even his back passes are broken, which at least worked last game against Panama. Panama. No, nobody's just blaming Morris, Colin. Blaming that's what I just said. Who's he got to pass to? Nobody's moving to open space. So you could say it's all on Morris, but yeah, I mean, some of those balls, there's nowhere to go. And he's made the wrong pass, obviously, but this has been atrocious. I can't believe I'm doing a fucking late night podcast for this.
We called out Musa, we called out Tillman early during the games. We've called out Scally for some plays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think we bashed Busio for anything per se, but there's a massive gap in that midfield right now. And Morris getting that yellow card, as soft as it was, doesn't help his case at this point.
Yeah, got to yank him because he'll get another yellow the way this game's being called. So you got to bring in Tessman. I think you got to make some changes at halftime. You cannot keep these same guys on. And maybe you change formation. Maybe you go to a 4-4-2 and you put two guys up top because you need a goal. Maybe play Pepe and Sargent up top, or play right as a left winger. I don't know, but something's got to change. Oh, Pepe's not there. Yeah. So you would play Wright and Sargent up top together, maybe. I don't know.
That'll change the midfield dynamic if you play both of them, because Haji's not going to play the Pulisic role that we saw. Colin does say that he was sending his chat as you said it, but I guess we have to remember that we are 7 seconds ahead of the chat.
Yeah.
So while you were going on talking about how it's not just Morris's fault, he was sending it, and then 7 seconds later he heard what you were saying.
No.
So,
I mean, yeah. I presupposed there might be some time difference, but yeah, this is really poor so far. It's really bad. I mean, this is worse than I thought it was going to be.
So Colin does say Morris doesn't have to make a case. You're the one who doesn't rate him. He's going to be on the team for a while. He might be on the team for a while, and yes, I necessarily don't rate him. Like I said, the last 2 to 3 games, I thought he was good, but prior to that, I thought he was mediocre to bad, quite frankly.
But his play with Middlesbrough has been fantastic,
and that could be the turning point, quite frankly. But he's not showing up. I don't think he's really showing up today. But it's not all on him, and I'm not saying it is. I didn't rate him up until last window. Last window, I was like, okay, well, look, this he's finally showing up at the national level. I said, hey, he was doing great at the club level at Columbus, but with the national team, he wasn't that great. And then he went to Middlesbrough, and then he had a window and a half here where he's been good,
but not tonight.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not tonight.
But no one's been good. This has
exactly.
been
Yes,
a collective stinker. I mean, it really has been a collective
using
stinker.
a tack term here, huh?
What?
A stinker.
I said a collective stinker.
I know.
Oh.
But yeah. No.
Does he use the word stinker?
We mentioned that when he talked about Sargent last game. So Sargent played stinker.
I did not know that. All right. Yeah, this was bad. This was poor. Aronson needs to be yanked. Haji needs to be brought on. Who else can we bring on? Tessman. Who else we got left?
I would imagine Poach is probably going to give probably Aronson and he may make subs. I don't know because
I bet you Jedi gets a rest too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lund comes in. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make subs initially at halftime or if he's going to give them a chance. The only reason why I'm saying Morris for Tessman is because of the yellow card, quite frankly. And Mexico's coming at him. But not him, but our entire team. So
I think you axe one of the center backs, go back to a back 2 center backs, and add another influential player into the midfield, because that's where we are getting our ass handed to.
That's tough. Who can we add into that midfield? Tessman, Sendejas, right? No. I'm just saying our options are limited right now coming off the bench.
The point is, though, the middle of field is where we're getting our ass handed to us. So I think if you take a center back out and you add another central midfielder and you play 3 in front of that back 2 or the front of that back 4, depending on how you want to look at it, maybe we don't get our ass kicked so bad. But we're getting our ass handed to us in the midfield in this game. Handed to us.
What about dropping Musa into the midfield?
You could do that if you go to a back 4. You can move Scally back out wide. He's not going to give you much going forward, but you'd have Scally, Ream, and Miles. And out left, you'd
Untouchables is thing, Jedi and Musa.
Jedi.
Really. I'm
Probably.
not sure if he's ahead of us enough to see it or what, or maybe he's just guessing. I don't know.
I don't know if you're guessing or not, but I wouldn't put that because of the way they have prioritized safety and health and making sure they get back to their clubs healthy. I would not be shocked I'd be shocked by Musa. He barely plays for AC Milan. I don't know why he would need to be taken off. He just needs to be moved into the midfield. Not that that's going to help, but he is a good ball carrier. Can't do dick in the final third, but I mean, he did score in the last game. So,
So Wuxia says for $2, says this is Lamar Odin cocaine at a brothel bad.
This is really bad.
Alex Martinez for 10. Cold Gel in Mexico is on an uptrend. We threw away the World Cup by giving the job to guy that wants a job because of what it gets him, not because of the love of this country or team.
Alex, I don't know if your team's in an uptrend. I think it's too soon to say that, but they have played well tonight. And if they can carry on playing well going forward, and it looks like they have embraced, because of all the injuries, bringing Jimenez, who just barely made this team because of injuries. I think he should have been an auto call-up from the way he's playing with Fulham. And look at the difference he's making in this game. I think he's been the most dangerous player on the offensive end for Mexico. So, yeah.
Alex does say Mexico's not his team. He is a USA fan. It's just he was telling us that he's been telling people that Mexico's on their
I don't know. It's too early for me to say that. I do like the fact that Jimenez is out there and doing what he's doing because A, it bodes well for Fulham and my team. But B, I think it shows that this guy's far from over yet. He's not done. He's got more to offer. He could probably still make this 2026 team. I mean, listen, you could go back if you want and hang your hat on Santi and some of these players that don't produce and are having mediocre seasons.
I'll be right back. We're grabbing a drink real quick before kickoff.
But I guess I'm biased. I'm a Fulham fan, so I think very highly of what I've seen of Raul lately. And I think he's proving it tonight as well, that he's back on form. This is the best he's played in a while. But the way the U.S. is playing, frankly, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This is Berhalter embarrassing right now. So,
where you at on your game? Is it still halftime?
It's still halftime. I was just saying this game is Berhalter embarrassing.
Yeah. Ashton Mook says Zendejas and Lund are on.
Yeah, I think we predicted the Lund.
It coincided with what previous chat said.
Zendejas I didn't see coming, but okay. So Zendejas is going to play right wing back or are we switching formations too?
I'm sure he's going to play right wing back.
I
think he. So Fumar is saying that's a troll. Who knows? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out here in a minute. I've got the Yo Un Amor commercial on my TV because I'm watching TUDN, as they say, Mexico. Not TUDN.
Well, you are American, so.
I probably said it wrong. TUDN, you know? I don't know. I wish I could speak Spanish. It would be sexy. Anyhow, sexy's not something I need to acquire at this point.
Get a Babbel or Rosetta Stone and start working on it.
Yeah, I don't need to acquire sexy at this point.
Donde está la biblioteca?
If you saw me play in the Bloomington show this past weekend, I'm way beyond sexy at this point.
There you go.
Today and thank you. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said.
I think you're adding an O at the end of every letter. It's like T-O, U-O-N-O-D-O.
Yeah, it's just making shit.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. T-U-T-N, I think
I
is
see
what I
Scally
said.
on the pitch. Tillman.
Okay, Tillman's back on. He did not much. Busio didn't do much. Well, what are you talking about, Derek? Nobody did anything. That was a horrible half.
Zendejas did take over from Musa. Let's see. That looks like Lund on the left. So yeah, it looks like the troll was right.
Okay. I'm not surprised about giving Jedi a rest. He's not being pulled because he's playing bad. Everyone's playing bad.
Hey Derek, Colin wants you to pitch your music. Where's it at?
Musical Family Tree.
Musical Family Tree.
Just go in the search bar and type in either Derek Ritchie, my name, or Brando.
Not on Apple Music?
There's a real issue going on.
You guys are battling, yeah.
With copyright. I'm not going to go and explain it here, but apparently one of the videos was posted on YouTube, and since then YouTube is basically battling anybody who posts it anywhere else, saying that it has a license number already and can't be licensed on fucking Apple. It's bullshit, but you can also find my band on Bandcamp. It's fucking horseshit. The shit that we're having to deal with right now is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Here you go, Sarge.
Sarge?
Ah!
Oh,
Aronson was actually in the move there. He should have played it over. I mean, it was out of his view and all, but Aronson was in the open. Antonio Banderas says, fuck, Aronson's still in.
yeah. Where is Haji?
Yeah.
Aronson battling, getting beat. However, still can't gain possession. Still battling.
Pulled back.
Somebody got flopped over. Who's that lying on the ground?
Morris got pulled back.
Yep.
They gave him a throw instead of a foul.
The effort is up. We'll see about how long this lasts. 5 minutes.
It's 2 minutes into the game. Come on. Let's
5 minutes, 10 minutes. Listen, the game is 1-0. A goal will tie this.
Yeah.
But something dramatic needs to change.
Sarge.
Dynamics have to change.
All
right.
Open it up. Play the Busio.
Busio. Scally makes the run. Busio with possession. He's going to turn it back.
Sargent was making that run in there. We had Tillman in the box. We got to play some balls into the box, man. Let's create some chances here. Quit it with this play it around, and fuck around.
Ream out wide to Lund into Aronson backwards, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Yeah, okay. Then maybe you don't pass it Aronson at all out there where you know he's already got 3 guys on him. But okay. We're going to do the usual patterns of play here. This is not good. I do not like to see the Berhalter patterns of play. That is what we're doing right now. And it's just except for that chip that ends up at Busio's feet on accident, but it worked. And then he gives it away. Okay. Too easy. And now their
teams going on.
They are counter Jimenez. Oh my God.
Reed. Oh no, not well done now. God damn.
Oh, Mexico. Wow. Just when Ream had it, I thought he's going to get it out of there, but he held on to it too long.
Locking Jimenez made a nice little tackle.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he did.
Oof, boys. Come on.
I'm waiting to see the replay and see where the fuck up actually happened.
I could go the rest of the night without seeing a replay of this little dick. I know exactly what happened. That's more than enough for me.
I do need to see it again because they were like ants on my TV.
This is a game for ants.
Is this a building for ants? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. All right. Here we go. It's Ream
did all the work. He
does do a good job to get back. Then he has possession. Then Jimenez with an amazing little slide tackle. And then Miles is just not ready for that.
I think he kind of fell asleep. One Miles didn't expect Jimenez to do the slide tackle like that and Ream get dispossessed. But overcommitted.
Yeah.
Overcommit.
I think Ream need to get rid of that sooner. But that was just a really great slide tackle by my man Raul, my Fulham dude.
Personally though, I wouldn't have fucked around with that at that point. You're being surrounded there. Get rid of it.
That's Fulham on Fulham crime there.
I know.
All right, now we're down 2-0, and we still look like shit. We still can't get the ball. We still can't develop. We still can't do anything. We still can't actually, dominate play or like make any sort of orchestrate anything. We're just tippy-tacking it around the back 4 again. This is fucking Berhalter ball all over again. Here we go. Let's ticky-tack around the back. A little chip up to nobody. Great job. Well done, Lund. Out wide. Good pass for Mexico. Scally comes up to stop it. It does look like we're playing a back four now, by the way. I might be wrong.
Well, I mean, Lund hasn't gotten up like Jedi has. So.
Okay, so it's Ream, Lund. Yeah, we are playing a back four now. Scally's playing out wide right. Sargent tries to do something with his, fourth touch of the match? I mean, this has just been pathetic. It's been a pathetic display. Absolutely pathetic. Oh, I can only imagine that Casey Keller must be jizzing in his pants about how bad this is.
He might get a 3-0 result.
He might get the one he was requesting, a 3-0 bad result. Looks that way.
Derek, the game would be completely different if we kept all those injured players and players.
Just put them out there with a bunch of fucking casts and
my hammy.
What are those things people use to get around when they got a broken leg?
Tillman, what the fuck was that?
Just a blind ass pass to nobody.
Prayer that Zendejas is by himself. Come on, Prayer.
Let's see if we can put more than two passes together. Nope. Can't. One pass, loss of possession. Holy fuck, this is disgusting. Oh my God, this is bad. This is so atrocious. I cannot believe what we are watching. It's like these guys are broken. They're broken. We can't do it. 1, 2, loss of possession. Okay, 2 passes, loss of possession. We can't put 3 passes together.
Barely played 2.
Mexico 1. All right, we stole possession. Let's see what we can do. Lund loses it immediately.
Nope, that's Scally.
Or Scally, my bad. Lund's on the left. All right.
Oh, man.
Back to Turner. Turner just lights it up out of bounds. Nope, he gets it in. Went to Busio. He lost it immediately.
Well, technically with the Zendejas, who did a horrible chest trap.
And bam, goal. Oh, good save by Turner. Was that off the post?
No, he touched it.
Thank God for Turner. That's another goal. That's 3-0. Dude, this is looking like the old days. This is looking like the 80s when Mexico used to just kick our fucking ass.
Brady Sloop for 499 says 352 healthy, drunk 4222. No passion from the players who don't want to be here. There is just a massive disconnect between our team right now.
There's
and
something
we cannot string it.
There's just
yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, Mexico's doing better than Panama did, but
wow, that could have been the third goal right there.
This is the same team that we fielded minus McKenzie and minus Pulisic. Obviously, McKenzie is less of a drop off, but although I don't know, man.
This is atrocious, Brett.
Questionable whether or not there's a drop off with McKenzie to Robinson at this point. Not questionable, I guess, but I guess the degree of drop off.
There's some, but I mean, he's not the only problem. Miles with the deep pass. Again, we haven't strung together 2 fucking passes in a row for how long? This is embarrassing. We cannot fucking put more than 2 passes together. It's fucking embarrassing. Jesus Christ, this is atrocious.
Oh, good. I get to see the second goal again.
Oh, Ream gets so ganked. He gets so ganked on this goal. Like, dude, just clear it immediately. Don't try to poke it. Just go for it. Just boot it out. Don't poke it forward and try to advance the ball forward. I mean, I know in hindsight, it's easy to say because clearly Ream thought he had possession of the ball. It's a great tackle by Raul. Great tackle.
I couldn't see it. The replay happened, and I just saw Tillman on the ground or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, we suck. We suck. We just suck. We're bad. Wow, we suck. That's out of bounds. That's out. Okay, we are currently 56 minutes and 30 seconds, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 into this monstrosity, ugly, like the ugliest girl in your 8th grade class who was slightly deformed. Like, this is bad. This is really, really pathetic. Golden Generation, yeah, I mean, you would expect that this group of players would still be able to compete.
Just doesn't get
really
with it.
I just want to hear what
this happens when you used to playing Mexico and 90% of the games at home. We need more of these uncomfortable road tests. The toughness is not there. I think we would still lose at home with this team right now. From what I'm seeing, I don't think playing away is the issue right now. Oh my God, Aronson again.
All right, sounds like they're saying the same thing.
Yeah, they're shitting their pants too.
Team is Garbo right now. For this entire half. 60 fucking minutes in, guys. We may have had
oh my God, Aronson, what the fuck was that? They must be 10 seconds ahead of us because that was atrocious.
They probably are more live than we are.
Yep. Busio.
Coach has to do something, man. You got to make subs. We're 60 minutes in. We're playing like absolute garbage. The squad's not doing it right now.
Aronson dribbling around like a chicken with his head cut off, but ends up going backwards. And we're starting over again.
Hey, we're 3 passes in, Derek. Come down.
Yeah, I think
we're about... guys, it's our rebound. We're coming back right now. 4, 5.
5 passes.
6.
All the way back to Turner. Are you shitting me? We got to go all the way back to Turner. We're going all the way back to Turner when we had the ball in their fucking end of the field. We're going all the way back to fucking Turner for being in their end. What the fuck do we need? Is there some need we have to play out of our own end for the whole game? What the fuck is wrong with us? Fucking idiots. This is idiocy. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Oh, yeah. That was a great 100% going to win that ball. Just chip it up to somebody in the midfield.
That was good.
Fucking.
Forward. Move forward.
Forward. Busio. Forward. Not backward. Enough backwards. Time to go forward. We're down 2-0. Fuckwads. Backwards.
And the funny thing is, Sarge is actually hoping Zendejas would have just played that up and over.
Yes.
He was ready to split that seam because passing up the middle is not doing shit. Fuck Sarge.
Holy fuck. Ream got it back.
Off of Lund. Oh my God. I was unlucky, but so much for this game.
You might as well play this song behind it. Clown show.
Make a fucking sub. Sub. It's not working.
Bring in Haji for Christ's sake. Give us some hope. Holy Christ, this has been atrocious. Midfield's been fucking god-awful. God-awful.
Says we're missing 14 players. Not all 14 of those players are direct starters, though.
Correct.
Or even contention over who's out on the pitch right now. I mean, a number of the players on the pitch right now would be contending for the depth, quite frankly, yes.
Aronson, Tillman, Aiden Morris, Busio, all contending his depth. This should not look this bad. These players don't play on shitty teams.
Jackie D says, I like Sargent, but he last scored in 2019. Yeah, we're aware of that narrative. Can't blame anything on him this game. I mean, outside of not, creating a fucking miracle. We've been asking for penalties all fucking game. For fouls, at least.
It's an ass beating.
There you go, Aronson.
Oh, my
God. You call that one? Christ.
No call for that?
No, he called it.
Okay.
No, he hasn't been. He's been consistently bad. We're not calling fouls. And he's letting the game play, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't be upset about that. All right, I see Tessman, Vasquez, and Wright.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to solve any of the problems of the world.
We took Busio out.
But, Sargent, he's got to be like, I came over for this.
Yeah.
In 2 games, I touched the ball 20 times. Really?
19 of it in the first game?
Yeah. Tillman's like, I can't get...
And Aronson's still on the pitch.
Yeah. This is weird.
All right, Poach. This is not a great game for you.
Yeah. Having Aronson on the pitch for the whole game, that's on you, Poach. Bad choices. Hey, we're doing something. We're doing something for the first time in the whole game. Doing something. Oh, bad pass.
I got London and Scally are so close to each other.
Oh, my God. We're having some possession. This is crazy. Oh, my God. We're dictating play for a second. Holy shit. I'm shocked by this. Tessman taking the ball up. Dropping it off to a little guy. Little Zendejas. Zendejas with a little chip in.
Oh, my God, Lund!
What the fuck are you doing, Lund?
You're like 10 fucking feet away from the goal, man.
Get a foot on that. You got to get a foot on that.
Brady Sloop for 499 says, love the team. I love this team. Will always support the from overseas, but talk about a waste of sleep. I hear you, man.
It's going to be a waste of sleep for
I
me.
wanted nothing but success, and quite frankly, I pray we come back from this and at least tie it up. Just fuck Keller in this situation. I mean, seriously. Jesus, Green, what the fuck was that?
Turner, oh my God, horrible first touch. Bad by Reem.
Handball.
Handball. Come on, dude. You can't trap it with your arm. You know that. Come on. Come on, man. What are you thinking there? That's obvious. Oh, my God. All right. We are in the 65th minute almost. 64, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
Oh, fucking hell.
I feel like I've dropped the soap at a local prison and don't know why I'm doing this right now. This has been so pathetic. Just one of the more pathetic performances ever. And you can say, oh, well, these aren't our best guys. Whatever, dude. I've seen worse U.S. teams play better than this against Mexico.
That starting 11 minus Pulisic and McKenzie. I mean, while Messi still played well against Panama, we came out flat-footed and shit, and Mexico took it to us. Mexico came out with needing to make a message, like, "Hey, we need to do a good performance here."
I mean, this is a bigger game for them, no doubt, because if they lose this, bad things. But it's not so much that we're losing 2-0. It's just how poor we are. We are poor.
The actual scoreline doesn't bother me so much as how we're playing.
It's just bad. It's stinky. It's smelly. It's uncoordinated. It's no heart. Fucking fight. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're reaching soon. We'll be reaching soon the 70th minute, but this has been quite pathetic. But to the 312 of you who showed up so far, we want to say thank you for coming and watching the game with us. It's been fun. That part of it's been fun.
Yeah.
Actual game watching has been painful.
I'm not sure if setting a pick was legal for against Zendejas there. All right, we got to recover on that.
Throw in Mexico. It'll, yeah, throw back into Mexico. Got a bunch of Mexican subs coming in. I don't know what's going to change here with the game because we've just been so thoroughly outplayed. We've been so it's not even that we've been outplayed. We're just so thoroughly incompetent. Like we can't even put string together like 3 or 4 passes. And everything goes backwards. Everything is fucking backwards. Pass it back. Oh, no, pass it back. Oh, no, let's pass it all the way back to Turner. Fuck it. Let's just start over in our own final third. Let's go all the way back and start from our own fucking final third. Even though we were in Mexico's half and we were dribbling it around, but let's just go all the way back to the beginning. Fucking absolutely doofus shit.
Funny thing is, I thought about this too when Yanis was coming in. He's the Ream killer. I thought about that when he was coming in. I was like, shit. Same fucking setup. Ream's out left.
Dude, we can't win a 50-50 ball in this game. I can't remember the last one we won. We just lost another one. Oh, now we won one. And then that's going to be lost again. We're going to lose that. God damn it.
I mean, the big thing here is that Mexico's going after every chance. And we are piddle fucking about.
We're just broken, dude.
Miguel for $4.99 says, did the Federation not take this serious? Is this a Casey Keller burner account? I'm joking, Miguel, of course. Maybe we could have called in more players after the Panama match. We sent home 5 players. Could we have called in somebody? I think we could have.
You could have, but they're not going to come this late in the game. Like if you're Maloney, you're like, no, I'm not coming.
No, I'm thinking more MLS space. Maybe something like Luna.
Oh yeah,
like that.
They'll be a big help.
I mean, Luna would at least offer some form of creativity in our fucking midfield, which we don't have.
I don't think that's going to make that much difference here. I don't. If I did, I'd say it. And I like Luna. This shit's just broken. This team, as a team, are broken.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. You have somebody who's on the outside looking in, comes in with an opportunity. They're going to come in with a belly full of fire. We saw it with Vasquez earlier when he got subbed in. He was chasing down every ball as quickly as possible. I mean, this is the guy that's 4th or 5th in our depth at this point.
There are plenty of guys here who should be coming in with a belly full of fire to earn a future spot for this team instead of fucking making it Poach think, well, these guys are broken. Because that's what they look like now. They look broken. Like they should have all been coming in. This is my big chance. Aronson, for instance, who just lost possession again. This is my big shot to prove I belong as a starter on this team. Has Wright come on yet?
Yeah, he just was one to play as Desmond.
Okay, that's what I thought. I saw
he came in for Sargent.
That's got to be right there.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. He may have came in for Tillman, I guess. But Tillman, I mean, Wright and Vasquez are basically playing as dual strikers at this point.
Let's see if we can do anything. Zendejas bouncing around out wide, switch of fields. That's a nice switch of fields. If one can get to it, he does. But he lost it immediately. God, 50-50s are fucking us in the ass tonight. Aronson gets his ass pummeled.
Corner kick. Come on, give it to him. Oh, you bitch. I think it deflected back up against whatever.
Yep.
Whatever.
This is a really bad watch. Sorry to all of you out there enduring this, all 300 plus of you out there enduring this with us. This is painful. Al Weinstein says Sargent won 2 of 3 50s. Yeah, the only time he ever got to touch the ball.
That's all he had were 50-50s at that point.
Yep.
Good Lord. I really feel bad for Sargent in a sense.
Yeah,
he was just absolute shit. We played in our defensive 30 the entire fucking half.
Total garbage. Now we're doing the old Berhalter fucking ticky-tacking around in the fucking midfield. Oh my God! You don't think Mexico knows what we're doing here? You don't think they know what we're doing? This is what we do. Everybody knows this is what we do. All right, team. At least Ream's advancing it. This is good, but no, right backwards. Immediately the pass is backwards after Ream advances it, and then he just kicks it out of bounds. Yeah. He just kicked it out of bounds. Okay. He's yelling at one like one did something wrong. I don't know.
You know, I told my son today that USA is playing a game tonight. He goes, "Oh, can I stay up and watch it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's at 10:30." He goes, "Yeah, but I don't have school tomorrow because he's on fall break. Can I stay up and watch it?" I'm like, "No, you're still waking up super early in the morning with me, and you need to get your sleep." And thank goodness I didn't buckle in this situation.
Yeah, because this could have totally affected his whole, psyche going forward. This has been so.
I don't know. Alex Martinez is in the chat saying, "Let's go fight." So I'm not sure if that's a positive.
Glad my mom's not watching this. She's already so down on this team. She watched this, she'd be like,
"Chaos getting into it. Look at it. Hey, push them back, guys. There you go, Vasquez. Get in that shit. Don't let that shit go."
Don't get a yellow, Morris. Stay out of it.
That's a great point. Morris needs to stay the fuck out of that. Okay. Hey, at least finally seeing some fucking fire.
There's some there. I like how Tessman's like the biggest, tallest guy in the crowd.
Yeah.
I always forget how big he is. He's like as big as Wright. He's like 6'2", 6 foot, whatever, 6'3". I think he's 6'2". I think Wright is 6'3" or 6'2". I don't know. They're about the same. But Vasquez is no small guy either. He's another 6'2" guy, 6'3" guy. He's built like a fucking, look at that dude. He's like a bodybuilder. Anyhow, that's all been worked out. I don't know what that was all about and what. Oh, look, Zendejas gets a yellow, so does the Mexican player.
I mean, I'm kind of confused what Zendejas did. He got into his face, or maybe the initial foul itself.
Ooh.
I mean,
don't really think he deserved a yellow for that.
No. I mean, he was the key part of that whole kerfuffle, so.
That dude got up in his grill.
That's the reason why he got it. It's because he was a key part of that kerfuffle.
All right, but, I mean, he was just responding to the being headbutted. It was a very light headbutt.
Oh, it was just a press to press,
Yes.
It wasn't
it was a gentle headbutt.
Like, let us put our heads together and meld our minds.
My forehead is now going to touch your forehead.
All right.
All right, out wide for Lund. Lund can't get to the ball. It's out of bounds, throwing for Mexico.
All right, you know what? Wright is playing more of the Pulisic type role right now, so I don't know if they actually changed formations.
I don't think they did, Brett. All right, flick on for the Mexican team.
Get to the ball.
And now.
From behind.
Oh,
again.
Was that Morris who got tackled again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
he got it back.
though.
Look at that. He got it back, but now he passed it to nobody. Okay, Mexico with possession, as usual. Mexico going to kick it around because guess what? They're winning and they don't need to go forward. Aiden Morris trying to hump the Mexican player. Didn't work. It is back to the goalkeeper for Mexico who just boots it right up the center of the park. All right. Now Mexico gets possession after that boot and a bad header. And Turner has to slide onto his left bum to pick up the ball. And onwards we go in a very flat and flatulent sort of way the U.S. has been playing.
Now we're walking up the pitch as if we're up 2-0.
What are we doing?
We're just walking slowly up the pitch.
Ream to Miles. Miles to Ream. Ream to Miles. Miles with a long pass bomb.
Nice touch. Way to go, Vasquez.
Vasquez brings it down. Here comes the tiny man, Zendejas. Oh, ball goes out of bounds. Our throw in back into Vasquez.
Off of him again.
Off of him again. All right, we restart this thing. Zendejas, very small man, throwing into a large man, Vasquez. He looks like he'd be his daddy. Vasquez with the pass inside.
All right, that's a good sign.
To right. Vasquez back on the ball using his man body to block off the smaller Mexican players. Doesn't matter in the end. It's a throw into Mexico. Wow. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Well, right now we're losing. That's what's.
And did you see the almost walk off or walk out from like before the game for the Italy game? And somebody had posted the clip and said, "This is the most Italian thing I've ever seen." And as the camera's panning across everybody that's ready to go line up to go out for the national anthems and stuff, every single one of them is communicating to another Italian player, and they're all doing this, like hands up, you know, like I'm just like, it's like the most Italian thing he's ever seen. Like, that's true.
While you're talking about this, Brandon Vasquez was slightly offsides on this goal attempt.
He was on.
Was he? I thought he was
slightly onside.
I thought this
number 3 kept him on.
Thought his testicles were slightly over the offside line.
Yeah, we can't count on the testicles. Yeah. The fuck was that? Bees goes, hey, we got a shot on goal.
Bizarre.
That could be our very first shot, actually. No, we have 3 shots technically, 1 on goal.
All right, with Tillman gone, it is Aronson taking the corners. That is another shit fucking to the short corner, short side.
But Derek, I want you to know that this is actually a win for us because we have 51% possession so far.
There is no way that is possible.
I don't think so either. I couldn't imagine a world, but we're up 51%. I mean, in Berhalter as isms, we've dominated the game.
We have dominated this game by 1%. But we are down 2-0. All right, Ream's not going to chase that all the way back to our end. Turn around and start over. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why?
You know, this is screaming to me how thin we are in depth. Not necessarily from a fill-in position. Like if Adams were to go down on an actual A squad, Morris could step up, Maloney could step up, or whatever. Or if McKinney goes down, we could throw Moose or Busio in there with an actual A squad, be fine. When we're talking about our actual depth here, I mean, it's massive. It is just fucking massive, the difference.
It shouldn't be on paper this bad.
No.
On paper, this should not be this bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the big problem is we don't have a player out there that fills Pulisic's shoes, and that makes the difference. That makes a difference.
Okay. We busted Berhalter's balls for patterns of play. Tonight is the same bullshit. The same fucking patterns of play.
No, I'm not taking anything away from Coach and how we played this match. Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm just making a notice that there's a complete difference in mentality and pressure from our A squad to an all-around B squad. But yes, Coach, I think Coach fucked up in the second half specifically by not making subs earlier.
And really, whatever tactical plan he had, I didn't see it tonight.
No,
are we playing high press ball? Because we didn't really do a lot of high press ball. Are we playing counter ball? Didn't see a lot of that. What are we playing? We're back to this giant nebulous blob that is Berhalter ball, where we end up passing the ball backwards 80% of the time. And then
Wait. Aiden Morris went out. Trusty came in. What does that mean? What does that mean for us in our setup?
You're playing straight up 3 in the back, and then you're not gonna. I don't know. Good question. Maybe you're playing a 3-5-2. I don't know.
One's pushed up and Trusty's out left or something, or no? Trusty's in the midfield. Look at it. That's right in the center.
So where the hell did Miles go?
Miles is still there. Yeah, Morris came out and Trusty went in. It was quote unquote like for like, if you will.
I know. Edgar had a super chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. For $5, he says, just me or is the most hated USMNT national team players. Zendejas and Vasquez have been lively, LOL.
I don't think they're hated. I like both of those guys, but
I think Zendejas has earned his hatred, quite frankly, after a poor Nations League followed by a poor Gold Cup.
Nobody earns hatred unless
unless
you're Hitler. Come on.
My point being is people claiming that Zendejas sucks or whatever is strictly It's strictly because of his poor play with the Nats.
It's been bad. And even Zendejas has said it was bad.
Yeah. This
is not
controversial. For me, I like Vasquez a lot. The problem is I just think he's back in depth. Plain and simple. And maybe he proves himself otherwise.
Well, right now, any 9 can't prove himself on this team.
True, but if you had
they simply don't touch the fucking ball.
Yeah, but if you had a full healthy squad, Derek, and you could call in 3 number 9s, who are you calling in?
Balogun, Sargent, and Pepe.
There you go. But then you got to look at after that, though, it's Haji. Not saying immediately, but you got Haji who's competing. You got Pifak who's competing. You got Vasquez, Ferreira. You can even throw Cal in there if you wanted to because he technically is a striker at some point in his career. So I'm just like, I like Vasquez. He's back in depth, is my point.
It's just like nobody on this pitch tonight who can do anything special. We've got no Reyna. We've got no Pulisic. We've got nobody who could do anything special, delightful.
We sit here and we talk about Tillman's performance with PSV and stuff like that, but once again it comes out and just doesn't do anything. But then again, the entire team didn't do anything.
I mean, you could say Sargent didn't do anything. Sargent barely touched the fucking ball tonight.
We're barely at our halfway line, let alone our offensive third. So I don't know. This is one of those situations. Yeah, I mean, people talk about like, oh, Reyna doesn't play at his club level. Reyna doesn't play this. We haven't had a creative option in our team that will replace him. If someone was that option, that'd be different. But he's not providing himself as an option.
Jackie D says PFOC question mark. All right. Well, yeah. Has PFOC scored a lot of goals this season so far? No, for Union Berlin, but he has been mostly a starter at center forward for Union Berlin this season. And there's something to be said for a guy who's starting at center forward for a Bundesliga team. And
well, not only that, but I mean, he's a different type of striker. Mind you, he is, as far as the type of striker, he's competing with Vasquez. That's that type.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so he's had 6 appearances so far, and he's only had 1 assist.
I agree. It's not been great.
It has been great, yeah. So
I agree. Not been great for PFOC this season. They keep starting him because they got nobody else, honestly. So we'll see. We'll see if he takes the opportunity. They got Union Berlin are idiots. They had this team that made the Champions League, and then they just got rid of all the players on that team. It's ridiculous. They're stupid. I don't know if they got rid of them. They sold some of them. They're like, okay, we're going to make some money. But just a horrible decision by Union Berlin. All right, this game.
Fucking shit.
This game's going to be, thank God, over in 3 minutes.
Touches have just been shit.
I mean, this has been one of the worst games I've ever watched.
Man, Robinson just got spun like a fucking top.
He did. He got his ass totally schooled. His underwear is still there. It's still there on the field. You can see it. You see it in the right corner?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It's fucking panties. His panties are out there.
CF for $5 says Tillman and Eredivisie propaganda. Morris is no better than Jordan. Sargent is a bum and should be done. I like the rhyming, by the way. Ream should be put out to the pasture like Old Yeller. I think CF is taking a note from you, Derek, when you come up with titles for our show.
Yeah. So Tillman is Eredivisie propaganda. There is some tinge of truth to that because outside of Feyenoord and Ajax, maybe one other team, who is Tillman really facing in the Eredivisie?
Champions League.
Okay, that counts too. So, but you're right. Like most of the fucking regular season for PSV is not really much of a challenge. Morris is no better than Jordan. Are you talking about
two different positions, of course, but
yeah, are we talking unless you're talking about Jordan Morris?
That's what I think he is.
Well, certainly Jordan Morris is definitely no better.
I'm hoping in the November window Maloney gets called in.
That's really confusing, Brett, because it could be Jordan Morris, Jordan PFOC. It could be Aiden Morris, could be Jordan Morris, could be Jordan PFOC too. That's one's really.
They're all different positions, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So.
Sargent is a bum. He's not a bum for Norwich. It's just not.
I hate to say it right now, but Norwich plays better overall than US is right now.
Oh, he gets way more service.
Especially fucking today.
He gets way more service at Norwich than he does here. Way more. So put that back up. I wasn't done.
Sorry, I thought we were doing that. Okay, one sec.
And should be done. He's not going to be done for any time soon because he's going to continue to score goals and contribute to Norwich. He'll be one of the top goal scorers in the English Championship. Nah,
and not only that, but Balogun's out for a couple months. He's missing November window. So, yeah, it's going to be Pepe and Sargent next window, guaranteed.
Should Ream be put out to pasture? Well, somebody's got to take his job. Who's taking his job?
I think McKenzie has looked good this window.
Yes, but
aside from that, though,
he played with Ream.
Yeah. Well, my point being, aside from that, I mean, what are you looking at? Richards hasn't had a standout game yet.
No, he's been horrible this season too. He's had a horrible season at Crystal Palace. He's having a horrible time with the fucking national team. Who we putting out there? Name me some guy I can really rely on. And I don't have a fucking name. Center back's a super weak position for us right now. The fact that Tim Ream's still playing out here tonight says all you need to know about how weak our center back spots are.
Yeah.
And that fucking Miles Robinson started tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Players I don't want to see in November. Aronson, Lund. Well, you're going to see almost all of these guys. You're going to see Aronson, probably see Lund. You'll probably see Sargent. You'll probably see Busio. Morris, I don't know. We'll see. Turner, you'll probably see him. And I'm not be mad if Musa doesn't get called up either. Listen, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if you are happy with that, that's cool. But I'm just talking about reality. Reality-wise, you're probably going to see a lot of those guys. You probably will. I'm just so you're not pissy when it happens. I'm just giving you the reality dose that you're probably going to see a whole shitload of those guys in November.
I think of that entire list, the player that you might not see would either be Lund or Morris, because Lund might not be called in. By the way, end of the game here, 2-0 loss.
Yep. We got 8 minutes to wrap this up because I am going to fucking bed at 12:30.
I hear you. Lund might not get called in because somebody like Wiley might be healthy at that point, and maybe he wants to venture out another look. And Morris, like I said, at this point, I want to see Maloney get called in, but Maloney at center back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that. That needs to happen.
He will solidify the shit out of everything.
Maloney needs to be tried at center back. Frankly, it needs to happen. Somebody's got to replace some of these. I mean, the fact that we had to play Miles tonight, and yeah, we brought in Trusty. But the fact that's what we're doing, like Maloney started his career and played as a right back and a center back his whole career as a youth player. He can play those positions. We need to start testing or trying out some new options at center back because what we got now ain't working. And the midfield tonight, these guys had a big fucking opportunity to say, look at us. Look at us. We sucked in the midfield. We were fucking egregious. This was atrocious fucking viewing. And I'm glad you guys were here with us to watch it, but man, was that painful. All 308 of you that were here to 80 of you tonight. It was painful to watch this. And this is one of the worst. This will go down as one of the worst games I've ever watched in U.S. soccer history.
Yeah.
It'll go down.
There is no redeeming fact of any of the 90 minutes I've played.
No. This was
for $2
bad.
Says Turner is terrible now. What the fuck happened?
He's been bad for a while.
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily sure I can really blame him on either of those goals. I mean, he probably could have been one step more in towards the center from where he was on the free kick. That was still a very nice free kick. And he got a hand to it too. Yeah. But I'm at a point now where I want to see Schulte. I want to see Gaga involved. I don't think Turner is going to lead us to the promised land in 2026.
Yeah, generally for his club last season at Nottingham Forest, he was terrible, and he was not terrible tonight.
Terrible.
He wasn't terrible tonight, but he was not good. I mean, listen, those weren't his fault. He did a lot of blasting it down the field. He was really bad with his feet as usual tonight. Lund, what a miss by Lund. Oh my God, in that cross.
Wide open. Put it on goal. We harped on Sargent for missing his chance against Panama. Same fucking thing. I know Lund's not a striker by any means, but you're a left-footed person. You should be able to put a volley on goal.
So N1BBL3 says for $2, what the fuck, Tillman? Thought you were the backup to Rain. No, he's not. I mean, this is very clear at this point.
That's the Eredivisie propaganda we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to understand that 80% of the season in the Eredivisie, PSV are playing against absolute shit teams. Shit teams. Go ahead, Eagles. Utrecht's a shit team. I'm sorry. They are. They suck. Go down, Almere. I mean, you can go down the line. There are shit teams in the Dutch division outside of the top 3 or 4 teams. Everybody else sucks dick, and that's been the trend for a long time. So in the Eredivisie, you play 3 hard games, 6 hard games a season, and the rest of them are a joke, period. And so it's really hard to build a whole lot of a narrative about how good Tillman is based just on that. Because we've been watching him here with the U.S. men's national team against Mexico and other times that he's gotten real playing time. Not good. But then again, you could say that about every motherfucker who laced up boots tonight. They sucked. They sucked. And the setup sucked. The patterns of play sucked. Everything sucked about this game.
And as Nibble brings up here, I think Poach's hard on for Aaronson's got to end.
Yes, it must end.
I'm sitting there. We were sitting here thinking maybe Aaronson gets pulled out at halftime. Nope, he plays the full fucking game.
The only thing I can think of that would change that for me is maybe we set up wrong. Maybe the tactics for this game were completely egregiously bad. And Poach fucked this up so bad. He fucked the pooch so bad. It made, like we've often said this, if a few players have a bad game, that's on the players. If everyone sucks, that's on the manager. Tonight, I think we're looking at a little bit of that's kind of on the manager too.
No, 100%. Nobody came out to play. Nobody came out to play.
Right. That setup sucked. The fucking players didn't look like they knew what they were fucking doing tonight. They looked confused. They were totally dominated, by the way, by Mexico. So yeah, something's wrong. Something's amiss.
Here's the easiest game day ratings we've ever done, Derek. Everybody, including the coach, gets a fucking F today.
Yeah,
I don't think there was one redeeming player out there at all. At all. I mean, I don't even think Jedi's game was that great as a whole. He might be more of a deep range, but as a whole, everybody was just so bad. So bad.
That's a straight up F for the whole team. That's straight up F for the manager. This was repulsive soccer. It was impossible to watch with any glee.
You know, Placata brings up a great point. I'm maybe being harsh on the late subs. You know, Wright and Vasquez and even Zendejas, to an extent, brought a little bit of life to the team.
It looked better, but it was still not promising.
It was still shit. The whole team was bad. So, this was Mexico came out. They had to prove something tonight. And our depleted team, and I'm not using it as an excuse, but it was a depleted team, simply didn't show up.
If this were 2 clans of Neanderthals who met on the field of battle, we were the bitches. We were bent over that stump. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. We had to get up
100%.
We would have had, our tribe would have to give up all its daughters and wives to the other tribe for fucking and multiplying, and we would have been made slaves or hard workers to work the fields or to go hunt the mammoths, and then
all that shit. Yeah.
And if we did a bad job, we get bitch slapped when we got home. Like we were that tonight. Like we were the bad tribe, the bad cavemen tonight. We were bad. We were bad in every way. I can't even think of anything fucking remotely positive to say about this game. It was so fucking atrocious. I just want to go to bed and forget this game ever happened, Brett. I really do.
Yeah. 100%. There's nothing really to talk about this game. We talked about it throughout the game. Mexico is the better team tonight. Our team came out flat-footed, and maybe all the green, red, and white flags in the stadiums and the stadium that every fan had, maybe that just scared the shit out of our players, and we just pissed our pants. I don't know.
I don't know. I was expecting line-breaking passes from Morris. I mean, that's what he does for Middlesbrough, right? But this is a totally different setup. He's not used to playing this setup the way we set up tonight. That's not an excuse for him. But, yeah, it was just a bunch of back passes. Oh, yeah, fiddle fucked around the back and passed it backwards 1,000 times tonight. Even when we were in the attacking zone of the other team, we decided we would pass it back all the way to Matt Turner at least a handful of times tonight. Mm-hmm. We suck. Our mentality sucks. We are broken as a team. I would say that, yeah, I don't know how hammered our guys are into Greg's system to the point where it's going to be, and somebody said this, it's going to take a long time to reverse this. A long time. It was Tab Ramos who said,
Both habits are hard to break.
Tab Ramos said, it's not going to take 1 month, 2 months. It's going to take almost a full year to get these guys out of these patterns of play. These poor, thoughtless, negative patterns of fucking play. Tab Ramos said that. So don't blame it on me. I'm just quoting him. Mm-hmm. If you're a fucking Greg Berhalter fucking ass fucker, you hate this hearing this. But I'm just saying, he's right. It's going to take a long time to get this mentality out of this team. And, this guy's had this team for 2 minutes. Boy, he's got a lot of work to do, and he better fix it.
Yeah, because I'll say Keller is going to be insufferable after this. I'm not saying he was right. Quite frankly, I'm sticking by all the shit we talked about before the game. However, Poach did not have the team in the right mindset going into this game.
Right.
So I don't think it was Pulisic and a handful of injured players that left the camp that caused this game to be the way it is. Would Pulisic have made that game different? It's possible.
Maybe.
But one player playing well wouldn't have changed everybody else, but it could have. But how many times did Aronson have the ball, dribble one or two players, and then get dispossessed, and all of a sudden we're on our heels? Yeah. So it could make a difference if Pulisic is having the ball all the time. Mind you, I think Mexico would have been hounding for him the entire game, but it would have been different if we had a player had the ball most of the game who wasn't getting dispossessed 99.9% of the time. Although Pulisic was dispossessed something like 19 times against Panama, so that can't quite say that. But
Nibble says for $2, take a shot every time Aronson dribbles backwards. I think I did, and that's why I'm so fucked up right now.
What if it'd be worse if it was take a shot every time Aronson's on the ground?
Even worse. There was one more you missed.
Yep, I'll get back to it. But yeah, Artie Rap for 199 says we played with no heart and fight. Sad day.
I just don't know if we know what that even is.
And Derek, I did not miss one actually.
I don't know if we know. That's the one I thought you missed.
Okay.
I don't know if we know what that means anymore. Like, I don't know. I look at this team and I'm like, I don't know if these players know what that means, heart and fight. Aronson couldn't even pass by Sanchez. Aronson couldn't fart tonight if required. Like, the dude was just poor. He was poor, and yet he continued to be on the pitch.
And that's what gets me is how did he play the full 90? I understand that you're limited on your bench at this point because, you sent home like a fifth of your roster. And the only people who I guess who didn't get sent home, you could have played Schulte on the middle of the field, and I think it may have been better, quite frankly. So I don't know. This is a bad game all around.
It's one of the worst games we ever watched together, and painful in every way. We do want to thank all of you for hanging out tonight. We do have to go to bed. Well, you're on spring break,
Fall break.
I mean,
but I still have to go into work though.
Oh, I do too as well. So I'm going to check out tonight. We love you guys. Thank you for watching this atrociously horrible, disgusting, pathetic performance tonight.
It's like watching a car wreck. You just have to keep looking at it.
Right. We'll be back on Thursday to break this down even more and the future of Pochettino at the U.S. men's national team. Until then, good night. We love you.
That hurt. And to me, it's nauseating. It's absolutely nauseating because
Multiple mental health clinicians said that Derek